Hi, I'm Lisa from the Dog Play and the Dog Learning Centre. I'm here with another vlog, and today I'm just following on about my escapades with fostering the husky that I have. First of all, I really want to thank everybody who donated to the fundraiser for him. Obviously during this pandemic, funds are low, resources are low, and I was absolutely overwhelmed that within 4 or 5 hours we had, beaten the target that was set. So thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, each and every one of you. I was so touched, and it's just fantastic. This dog's going to get the help that he needs and the medical veterinary care. So he's on a waiting list for a few wee bits and a few wee bobs, but I just thought I would pop on and update you. So he's doing really well, day by day, week by week. He's getting on so much better. He has resource guarding issues, and I've already previously explained he's bitten my own dog 3 times. At the last vlog, he'd bitten her 3 times, and there were 3 puncture marks, and they were a little bit nasty. He has bitten her twice since then, but I mean that must be a good 3, possibly about 3 weeks, and there's no breakage of the skin there, so that shows that he is showing a lot more restraint when it comes to his reactions. He doesn't feel the need to really react. So as I've always said, we can control the situation as much as we want. Things will happen in life, and in a home, in a family environment. So he's doing fantastically well. He's improving all the time. I've been able to remove resources from him, so it's a little bit like I'm testing him, and I would never recommend anybody does that, but obviously I know what I'm doing, and it's as controlled as can be, and he accepted it. So that's fantastic. That's telling me that he really is progressing, that he's allowing me to take things from him. And by resources, we're talking about food, toys, attention. So this is me, I'm not going up and taking his food bowl and testing him in that way. That is absolutely not the way to do it. It's cruel to do that, and you deserve to be bitten, quite frankly. That's an extreme thing for me to have just said. You deserve a good bite, but don't ever do that. I have been able to do things slowly, to have something near him that I can remove, that it's not his per se, but I have control of it, is to see how he would react. So this just tells me that he trusts me. Doesn't mean to say I can now place him in a home and he's going to respond like that to everybody. He's not. He has trust with me, and he's getting on much better with my dog. So I got a little update about him. I think it was at the start of this week, and that was in one of his previous homes. He was regularly fed alcohol by a young owner who did it for a laugh, to let his mates see what's a drunk dog like. And it really stuck with me, it riled me, and it made me feel physically sick. I love all animals. I can't bear any animals to be harmed, but I am the same with humans. I don't want to pet humans as much, but I empathise when things, and there's so many atrocities going on in the world right now, and it does, I think it has a lot of people shaking their heads. And I know I've got friends that work in rescues, so they say a hell of a lot worse than me hearing about a dog being fed alcohol does. I know there's a lot worse out there in the world for people, for children, for dogs, and I have empathy for all. But in this instance, it really bothered me, perhaps because I had the dog in front of me, but it made me feel sick. And the effects of alcohol, I know what that's like. Do I think any animal should be subject to that? Not at all. And I've had as many brutal hangovers, where you've wanted your world to end. You'd ask to be put down, before the day's out, because they've been so bad. So it made me think, has this dog had to go through any of this? And I had a few people contact me after my last vlog just to say they had slight concerns about the fact he'd bitten Millie. Should he be in a home environment? Should he be around children? And of course he should, with the correct, trained, educated, responsible person. That's me. So what I was thinking about is if this husky was placed in foster care and he wasn't with a trainer, or if he was just put into a home that was for his forever home, his behaviour would be unacceptable. But now that we know a little bit more about his past, and the cruelty and the neglect of not being walked and not being fed and being on a really bad diet, and if we eat crap, we feel crap. So He was severely underweight, obviously. I've said this before when he came. So he's had this really traumatic time. Then he's come to me and he's having these little outbursts, and they're so few and far between now. And they've drastically reduced in seriousness and in regularity. But can we accept that? Do we understand it a little bit more? Yes, we do. And I don't mean to be cheeky, but would the layperson who isn't a trained professional with dogs, would they be able to accept that? I think it's really, really sad, and we take these dogs on from rescue centres all the time, and we don't often, dogs can't talk, they can't tell us what they've been through, they communicate with us all the time, but they can't verbalise, well, this happened, that happened, and oh, love, don't bring that near me because I'm feared of them, or oh, I had an incident with them once. So a lot of it's guessing, and it's always the dogs that suffer. Right, he's bitten my dog twice now, he's bitten my dog once, he's bitten my dog 3 times, he's off, I don't want him, I'm not taking him. You know, I just think it's really sad. It's heartwarming in a way that he's doing so well, because we've all seen the social media posts where they've got the lovely romantic song on, the sad song, sad music, and the dog's all cuddled up, and then all of a sudden it's running through a poppy field and your heart swells with pride. And what I'm trying to say is, this fostering and this rescue of the husky wasn't like that. He needed help, he was going to be put to sleep, so, you know, I stuck my hand up and down he came on his wee trip for the north, very, very north of Scotland, and he came and he's okay. He's alright. Oh no, he's bit the dog. Oh no, he's had another fight with the dog. Oh no, another fight. The sort of romanticised notions removed from it when it's real, do you know, when it is real, it's hard going rescuing dogs. It's hard going taking on a rescue dog. They don't all have these horror stories, and some of these stories are way worse than we could possibly probably ever imagine. But all I'm saying is, can we think about dogs and to give them a chance? Basically, he's doing so well. I will keep you informed. I'll put some videos and pictures up, and I'm not considering finding his forever home until such times as lockdown is over, and obviously I can go into a home myself and check it out. But once again, just thank you so much for your kindness, your messages, and massive, massive thanks for donating to his fundraiser, because it blew me away, and you know, so gratefully received at this time.